Xfinity high-speed action. Jake Arrieta's done this before. He had back-to-back starts in which he flirted with history, and he may do the same again today.
Yeah. And it's a dizzying array of pitches if you're a Rocky hitter to contemplate. It's not just leaning heavily on the fastball. As a matter of fact, that slider curveball combination probably been his best weapons so far today. He's had a good changeup too since the 1st of May. That's when he entered the rotation. His ERA 2.18, trailing Sale, Kershaw, Hernandez, and Kluber.
Nothing better than ice cream in a helmet, especially on a day like this. One and 0 to Morneau.
Second look at Arrieta didn't help Blackman, Dickerson, or Arenado. Let's see the veteran Morneau if he has a better shot at Arrieta here. He's in a good count. 2 balls, no strikes. Morneau struck out leading off the second.
And he is now 2 for 10 against Arrieta in his career. By the way, that Valbuena strikeout, the first of the day for Pedro Hernandez. Valbuena makes the catch.
Five strikeouts. 3 on the ground. The rest in the air. Nothing really hit with authority.
Slider miss to Cargo. Starting to feel like he's been a career Rocky, but he's not. 85 games to start his career with Oakland in 2008. And he actually started with the Diamondbacks. He was traded with Brett Anderson, Chris Carter, Aaron Cunningham, Dana Evelyn, and Greg Smith to Oakland for Dan Herron and Connor Robertson prior to 2008. And then the following offseason, he was sent to the Rockies in the Matt Holliday deal.
And those 2 starts you referenced for Arrieta, June 24th here against the Reds, had a perfect game through 6. Ended up working 7 innings of 3-hit 2-run baseball. And then his very next start over at Fenway had a no-hitter for 7 2/3.
Gets away on the swing and the miss. Castillo will pick it up, and he's got time. Gonzalez not running 100% with some leg issues. 6 strikeouts for Jake Arrieta.
Tough to hit, tough to catch. Castillo able to recover and get the out. The look on the faces of some of these Rocky hitters reminds me of when I was in school and I thought I was prepared for a test. And then I'd read the question and go, oh, God, I got no idea what to do here. I thought I'd studied for this. Is there going to be a bonus?
Junior Lake can't make the play as he overran it. He got there. And Don Frisky, the official score, quickly calls it a hit.
Sinking line drive by Rosario. You're going to see it unfold here. You'll see the break by Lake out there in center field. Had it, couldn't hang on. In baseball, the ground can cause a fumble.
So close. So after retiring 14 in a row to start the game, Arrieta gives up his first base runner and first hit. Out, Culberson backed off the plate.
If you're looking for one part in Arrieta's game this year that doesn't get an A, it would be shutting down the running game. Not as important when you don't allow very many base runners, and that's been the case with Jake. Done 13 steals, just one caught with Arrieta on the mound. Rosario's not a candidate. He's not going anywhere.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
And for my money, I wouldn't want Arrieta compromising his pitches to try to hasten his delivery.
Yep. Long run. Luciano. Basket grab to end the inning. Rockies get their first hit, but still no runs in the ballgame.
No. This is the Wolverine.
No. This is X-Men Origins.
Wolverine.
Dude, it's X-Men Origins.
Wolverine.
Wow.
Fellas, I got this. Press the button, and it's the Wolverine.
How'd you do that?
Amazon's Fire Phone with Firefly technology. It recognizes movies, products, and music.
That's amazing.
I'm in 4B if you need anything else.
The new Amazon Fire Phone with a full year of Prime included, exclusively on AT&T.
At GMC, one incredible idea leads to another, like the versatile GMC Acadia, the first 8-passenger crossover with an EPA estimated 24 highway MPG, advanced seating with an easy access third row, and pro-grade protection, including 2 years of scheduled maintenance. Lease this GMC Acadia for around $299 per month.
David Kaplan with a Coors Light Cold Fact Sportsnet Central update. With time left before the trade deadline, Cubs have not made any moves yet. The big ones come from the Boston Red Sox. Boston sent John Lester to the A's for Yoenis Cespedes. Red Sox also dealing with the Cardinals, sending John Lackey to St. Louis for Alan Craig and Joe Kelly. We'll have more updates later on the postgame show. Now back to Len and JD at the Confines.
Thank you, Cap. The 30th annual Cubs convention comes up at the Sheraton Chicago Hotel and Towers, January 16th, 17th, and 18th, 2015. Room blocks are now open and can be reserved by visiting CubsConvention.com or calling 1-800-325-3535 and asking for the Cubs convention rate. All reservations at the Sheraton Chicago come with convention passes built into the hotel package. Still scoreless. 1-1.
Hernandez pitching above the numbers, a 6+ ERA at AAA, but he's holding his own here today against major league hitters. And same as Flande did the other day. The other youngster that worked for the Rockies in this series came in with a ERA in the 5s at AAA. And again, that's a very good hitting environment, that Pacific Coast League and Colorado Springs in particular.
That scoring decision, by the way, on the hit was correct. Just because
tweets of
oh yeah, they all wanted it. I understand, but just because Lake got a glove on it, that he had to leave his feet, number one.
Yeah.
That's a hit every time.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate it ended up being a hit.
And if that's the only hit of the game, we'll go, oh man, if only he'd been able to hang on. But nobody will say they blew the call. That was the right call. And really no doubt about it. Wasn't even questionable.
No. And whether he had to leave his feet or not, he did. As a scorer, we're talking scoring the hit. You can sit there and say the catch should have been made. That's your right. But it's not an error.
Yeah, I think scores, they kind of use ordinary effort as kind of a barometer. And that was extraordinary effort. You're leaving your feet, trying to make a diving catch. It's not a play that you could argue should have been made. You could say could have been made.
You know, he might have left his feet because there was a no-hitter in progress, trying to maybe make sure. I'm going to give a little extra effort here in terms of that. So, yeah, he could have caught it without leaving his feet.
Yeah, I don't think he dove for the ball. I think just lunging to catch it,
right.
he lost his balance and went down.
Yeah, that's just not an error. When you're going that hard and the ground causes a ball to come out, they're going to give it a hit. To Castillo. Q shot toward right and through.
Third consecutive inning, the Cubs have had the leadoff man reach. They've had base runners in every inning but the second, but nobody's crossed home plate yet. Just a little thing of beauty there off the end of the bat. Not well struck, but well placed.
Foul tip, strike one.
$17 minutes and 11 seconds left in the trading deadline, or until the deadline. Now, there may be some deals that get done at the very last minute. They have to be turned into the commissioner's office at the deadline, but they might not be announced till shortly thereafter.
Will you give us the Gene Honda? 1 minute remaining before the deadline. 1 minute. One and two.
Pittsburgh Pirates, you are now on the clock. Saw some reports that the Reds were dangling Matt Latos.
be 2. Flip. Turn. No! Lake beat it out. Wow, that seemed to be tailor-made, but Junior hustling down the line. Saves that second out. Walt Weiss may challenge.
Can buy a little time here. Let's take a look. Pretty sharply hit. Looks like a routine double play ball. A little backhanded flip might have cost him a little time. LeMahieu not the quickest with the exchange at second base, and very, very close at first. Credit Junior with busting it hard down the line. Couldn't see the ball on that replay.
This should give us a good look. Out. They're going to challenge, and they're going to win it. It's going to be a 6-4-3. Pretty easy challenge here.
Walt Weiss, he was the 1988 Rookie of the Year in the American League. Slick fielding shortstop for the A's. 10 years later, he made the All-Star team with the Braves. Never did a whole lot with the bat, but he was really good defensively. On his right, pitching coach Jim Wright. He lives down in Peoria. Family are big Cub fans. Jim actually spent a little time with the Cubs. He's a phenom coming up with the Royals organization. Career cut short by injury. And Junior's out. He doesn't know it yet. Now he does. So it's a day of almost for Junior. Almost made the catch. Almost beat the rap on the double play.
So it's Arrieta here. Out back. Certainly has seemed poised today. Swing and a miss to end the inning. Well, Arrieta's only given up 1 hit. Hernandez has allowed 4, but the results on the big board have been the same.
Quinn Abe says job loss concerns are false.
Quinn signed a bill to dramatically increase the income tax.
Quinn education cuts lead to teacher layoffs and larger class sizes.
Quinn doubles down on tax hike.
Prosecutors probing troubled Quinn program.
Pay to play, a criminal probe. Another governor under investigation.
It's time to change direction. I'm Bruce Rauner. If you're ready for change in Springfield, I'm ready to go to work for you.
Bruce Rauner for governor.
Get ready to crack, dunk, dip. Celebrate your love of crab with this year's largest variety, because it's Crab Fest at Red Lobster. Dig into a succulent selection of crab entrees, like new Crab Lovers Trio with sweet snow crab legs, split king crab, and jumbo lump crab over savory shrimp. Crab 3 ways, all on one plate. Or try new jumbo lump crab over wood-grilled salmon. Experience Crab Fest at Red Lobster today, only for a limited time. Come in and see food differently.
How to enjoy 4 times HD TV quality with LG G3. Just watch. Introducing America's first Quad HD smartphone. 5 times the resolution of the iPhone 5S. LG G3. Simple is the new smart. T-Mobile will pay your termination fees, so you can get the new LG G3 now for $0 down on the fastest nationwide 4G LTE network. Available now at T-Mobile.
Every night, get ready for the most dynamic show in Chicago. Your city, your teams, your show. This is Sportsnet Central, every night at 6:30, presented by AT&T Uverse.
Great shot of the Chicago River. Clark, the official team mascot of the Chicago Cubs, can be part of your next event. Charity events, wedding receptions, and birthday parties to grand openings and Little League games. Clark wants to be a part of it. You can email him directly at clark@cubs.com or visit cubs.com/ say it with me, Clark. For more information on how to book, say it with me, Clark, for your special event. Hey, there's Clark.
How could you not invite Clark?
Those never stop improving. Jake Arrieta has fit in nicely with this tagline, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's becoming the norm, these kind of stat lines. This is a guy who struggled with his control for much of his career, but he's gotten that under control. Getting a lot more ground ball outs than he has in the past. Not that that matters. The important thing is to get outs. Doesn't matter what form they're in, but just the way he breaks down this year. It's a pretty big gap between his strikeout rate and his walk rate. That's what you're looking for. He struck out 27% of the batters he has faced. That's well above league average, and he's walked 7%. A 20% gap is really good.
Castro, nice play to stab that ball as he gets LeMahieu. Good range.
And the fact that he is getting ground balls means they're just not driving the ball off of him. 2 home runs allowed all year. Nice play by Castro. Struggling with the bat here of late, but continuing to play a solid shortstop here over an extended period of time now.
Well, as Jack Brickhouse might have said, woo boy, it looks like the Tigers are getting David Price. Ken Rosenthal citing a source.
Ooh. Clubs are just getting greedy now.
Wow.
Well, I guess maybe everybody feels like they have to respond to the moves that Billy Beane is making out in Oakland. Just making moves to solidify your chances of winning your division or making the postseason, but going deep in the postseason.
Peter Gammons just tweeted, waiting on Bonifacio, maybe Russell to the Braves. Under 10 minutes to the deadline, and it has really heated up. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 7 for Arrieta.
Apparently Hernandez has been watching my instructional video.
Swing over the breaking ball.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with that swing.
So if what's being reported is going to happen, the A's and Tigers have to make the American League Championship Series, right?
I don't know. Oh, you mean just in that they've invested so much in getting there?
That and the pitching matchups that we could see. Wow.
Yeah, well, so much of it, right, has become about making sure you win the division so you can avoid that one-game play-in. Because everybody's got an ace. Everybody's got one guy. All those teams have one guy that can just shut you down. And then when you have that kind of depth in your rotation, that's what sets you up to go deep.
Saying now a 3-team deal. John Heyman tweeting. Seattle and Tampa Bay and Detroit. Goodness. get the particulars, we'll pass them along.
Interesting that there hasn't been a lot of noise out of the teams in the American League East other than the Red Sox kind of backing up the truck here and retooling. Not hearing any buzz about Baltimore or Toronto. Pirates have been quiet. Some speculation they'd be looking to move. They have depth in their organization at the outfield position. They might be going after an arm. Blackman has punched out twice. Didn't chase the changeup there. I believe it was a curveball that got him last time. Changeup first time, curveball in the fourth. See if we can strike him out for the cycle. Nope. Let's go hard slider in.
This play on the one hopper by Rizzo to Arrieta. Still only one hit for the Rockies. We go to the last of the sixth in a scoreless tie.
Which car brand has the most repeat buyers? Hyundai. And which midsize sedan has both more horsepower and interior room? The Sonata. All of which leaves the rest wanting. The value of the Sonata. The power of America's best warranty. Get the Sonata for 0% financing for 72 months or $2,000 retail bonus cash. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Saturday, the Cubs and Dodgers are set to go at it at Dodger Stadium, where the Cubbies are looking for some good fortune out west. Coverage begins at 7:30 with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto Group. Cubs, Dodgers, Saturday at 7:30 on CSN.
Turning a 20-foot wall into a canvas takes vision. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Get the best brands, best quality, best price period on a great selection of paint from Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean Interior has a self-priming formula for a beautiful look that stays clean. Save $5 a gallon. That's $25 on 5-gallon pails. Add beauty and character to any wall with decorative shelving from John Sterling. They're perfect for displaying pictures and other belongings. This 4-piece ledge set in a black or honey finish. Right now, $19.99.
Save big money at Menards. My favorite person to go to the Cubs game with would be my family. Always have a good time with my family.
As promised earlier, we have our AT&T fan photo of the game, brought to you, of course, by AT&T. You can tweet us at hashtag #NorthsideFanPhoto. We got Cubs fans and maybe a Red Sox fan.
That's Blake and Owen right there.
Yeah.
Rocking it here at Wrigley. Good looking guys.
Here's Alcantara. Outside from Hernandez.
Looks like the Orioles got Andrew Miller from the Red Sox.
Yeah, and also looks like the Yankees are getting Stephen Drew in exchange for Kelly Johnson. That would be the first trade between the Red Sox and Yankees in a while, if that in fact has happened. MLB.com saying it would be the first Yankee Red Sox trade since 1997.
Yeah, well, a lot of clubs are hesitant to trade within the division against their prime competitors. Well, it's a good thing the Red Sox aren't scheduled to play today. They wouldn't be able to round up enough players.
Knocked down by Arenado, and he just can't get a handle on the ball. Alcantara with a hit. By the way, Arenado got a glove on it, and they're still going to call it a hit. For those of you who think there was an error in center earlier, because he got a glove on it.
Arenado amongst the best. We've seen him make a couple of sparkling plays in this series already. One kind of similar to this, a backhanded in-between hop that he snared and threw from his knee. This time he can't control it. It goes for a leadoff hit for Alcantara. The fourth leadoff base hit for the Cubs in this game, and yet still not able to do anything with it.
Fourth in a row, in fact. Yeah. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth innings.
Yeah, Cubs are dominating the time of possession here. They just can't get into the end zone. Andrew Miller to the Orioles for minor league pitcher Eduardo Rodriguez, according to Jerry Krasnick at ESPN.com. Miller's been really good this year. 2.34 ERA, 69 strikeouts at 42 and a third innings. And the Baltimore bullpen need a little help. He should provide some. The witching hour is upon us.
Yeah, and we may find that there were other deals made that we don't yet know about.
Yeah, last minute stuff that gets turned into the commissioner's office that will get announced here in a little bit. Is Travis Wood just pointing at the clock with James Russell?
Oh no.
It kind of looked like it, didn't it? Hey dude, it's 3:01. You're still here.
1-1 to Coughlin. Ground ball, and it gets under the glove of Morneau. What could have been another double play opportunity turns into a couple of base runners for the Cubs.
Sharply hit. That should be ruled a base hit as well. A couple of almost outs here by the corner infielders for the Rockies, but Arenado couldn't make the play. Neither could Morneau, and Coughlin continues to hit the ball sharply.
And it is scored a hit. Big chance here. 2 on, nobody out, and low on Rizzo.
Rizzo 7th in the National League in on base percentage. He's reached both times today. Hit by pitch, solid single to center. In a pickle now. Where do you go? 2 balls, no strikes. He knows he can't throw it by him. There's nowhere on the plate that he can't get to it because he's so close to home plate.
by Eric Hinsky. Pulled away foul.
It's one of those ones that might have hit him in the leg had he not hit the ball. You're trying to go away with a breaking ball and it backed up on Hernandez. Hernandez's best chance might be to bounce something. Big pitch. Rosario wants to talk it over. Whether a day game or a night game, if you're looking to host a group to enjoy baseball and all you can eat and drink at Wrigley Field this summer, the Budweiser patio gives you the opportunity to do all this in prime home run territory. Bring your best guests inside the ballpark this season. For more information and to purchase, visit Cubs.com/suites. Thinking.
Full 3-2. We don't want to run out of the inning. I'm guessing he will not have the runners on the move with nobody out.
Well, they're playing behind Coughlin at first base, so he's going to get a real good jump. That will give him a real good shot at breaking up a double play ball.
There's a pitch, runners not going, and popped foul out of play. They're loaded. 2 infield hits and a walk. And the bases are full. And here comes Jim Wright. That's a first walk for either pitcher.
Not surprising that Rizzo's the one that drew it.
That's a really unselfish plate appearance by Anthony Rizzo. You know, there's some people out there say he's got to drive in runs here. No, keep the line moving, set it up for the next guy.
Yeah, well, you battle, you hope you get a pitch you can do some damage with, and Hernandez was just in not give in mode.
Our AT&T UVerse Multiview. Castro with 3 on, nobody out, bottom 6, and a scoreless tie. Rockies are, I wouldn't say happy to give up the go-ahead run, but are willing to if they have a shot at a double play. Trying to avoid being down multiple runs.
Jerry.
1-1. Castro really upset at the call by Jerry Davis.
This ball on the plate. Well, better than I thought. I thought it was way down. Changeup with that fading action really finishes down below the knees.
Rosario able to snag that pitch before it got to the wall.
You got to be ready for that ball in the dirt. Rosario leads the league in pass balls. As of a couple of days ago, the Rockies led the league in wild pitches. That a lot of times is on the catcher too. He almost boxes this one. Don't want to be too daring on the bases though in this situation. Nobody out, bases loaded.
3-1.
In, trying to induce a ground ball to the left side of the infield. I'm not sure Walt is completely on board with that approach.
Contra at third, Coughlin at second, Rizzo at first, and a 3-1 to Castro. Ball four to force in the first run of the ball game.
That appeared to be a better pitch than the changeup. Hernandez with his hands on top of his head in disbelief. Let's take a look at our Honda pitch tracks.
Basically the same pitch.
You know, but neither one of them could either side have much of a beef about. Both borderline pitches.
It's Matt Belisle up in the Rockies bullpen. Boy, a chance here to do some real damage. Castro with his second go-ahead RBI in 3 days. Ruggiano high in the air to deep center. Blackman gets to the spot. He's trying to get behind the ball. He does, but two runners will advance. Coughlin to the plate. Rizzo to third. It's the 2-for-1 for Ruggiano, and it's 2-0.
A good aggressive approach here by Ruggiano. After the back-to-back walks, some might argue he should go up there and take a pitch. The kid's wild. Well, the kid just wasn't giving in, and then he realized at some point he's got to challenge the strike zone, and you don't want to go up there flailing away at a bad pitch, but if you get a pitch you can do something with, get after it. Ruggiano did.
The corners now for Valbuena with a 2-0 lead in tow. To the pitcher, and Hernandez can't get it. Quick throw to first, out. Valbuena will get an RBI. Culberson with a nice play to get rid of it quickly. 3 straight RBI plate appearances. The bases loaded walk by Castro. The Ruggiano sac fly, and now the Valbuena ground out. They've done it in different fashions.
Yeah, base hit off the third baseman's glove, base hit off the first baseman's glove. The only ball to the outfield from the Ruggiano sac fly.
Well, you got to love how this inning has developed. The two main RBI guys for the Cubs, Rizzo and Castro, both taking walks and not going out of their zones, and as a result, Cubs getting the lead. And it's a 3-0 advantage as Hernandez will head to the dugout. We'll be back.
It all comes down to this. Danny Walker at the plate. Bottom of the ninth. 2 outs.
Come on, Danny. This is it.
Walker digs in.
Whew. Really wish I could finish this, but I'm so tired. Gotta get up in a few hours.
Stream your favorite movies with UVerse high-speed internet. With AT&T, the UVerse revolves around you.
Sometimes the best used car on the road is the one you're still using. Right now, get an AC performance check for only $9.99, including a free battery check at Firestone Complete Auto Care. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Now's the time for big savings on the gear you need at the Bass Pro Shops Fall Hunting Classic. And check out the full line of Tracker boats. Award-winning customer satisfaction, built for a lifetime. And now backed by a 3-year bow to stern warranty.
Chris posts, my broken sunroof is stuck open. Luckily, it's only a 100% chance of rain today. Rain does terrible things in my hair too, Chris. Fortunately, it's nice and dry. At the Honda Summer Clearance Event, check out the Accord from Honda, named KBB.com's most trusted brand. It comes with awesome standard features like a rear-view camera, Bluetooth, and Pandora compatibility.
Sorry.
Hurry in to get a great deal on a Honda Accord, winner of the Best Value in America award. Now, at your Honda dealer.
Welcome back. The Cubs invite you to take advantage of free remote parking and shuttle services on night and weekend games. The remote parking lot is located at 3900 North Rockwell. Details at Cubs.com.
At Belisle against Wellington Castile. Castro the runner at second. 3 runs in.
Belisle, veteran, has been around a long time. 2-6 this year with a .540. A little more hittable this year than normal. Good breaking stuff.
Oh, 1 buried in the dirt. Culberson will scoop it short. The inning is over. Big inning for the Cubs. 2 infield hits, then back-to-back walks, a sac fly, a ground out. 3-0 Cubs.
Taco Bell brought back some old friends.
It's so good to be back.
To check out our new breakfast burrito.
Wow, this is legit. It's grilled. It's even pretty. We just say it's good down in Louisiana. Would you get a burrito from a burger place?
You don't go to a sushi bar and order spaghetti.
Good point, Ronald. Stick with the people who know burritos. Taco Bell's new grilled breakfast burritos. Bacon, sausage, or potato for $1.29 each.
Good afternoon, Chase Sapphire. This is Stacy from Springfield.
Direct access to a live advisor so you can get answers fast and get back to the beach. Chase Sapphire Preferred, so you can.
This might just look like snow. To us, it's an essential part of the next batch of Coors Banquet. That's because we brew our beer with only pure Rocky Mountain water. Coors, the banquet beer.
I'm having deja vu.
Well, our annual clearance event happens once a year.
That car.
Camry, 90% of them sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. And right now, you can get a great deal.
I feel like I've seen you before.
I wonder where.
Get 0% APR financing for a full 60 months plus $750 bonus cash on a new 2014.5 Camry. Or lease a new Camry for just $189 a month.
I got a Camry.
You better hurry in.
Toyota, let's go places.
Chris Bryant and Javi Baez should be in Chicago, not Iowa.
You are ridiculous, my friend. We've got to manage the clock.
after every Cubs game. Stay tuned for Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs postgame live. Cap and Holly break down the game and take you live to the stadium to hear from Renteria and the players. Cubs postgame live after every Cubs game on Comcast Sportsnet.
Fitz and the Tantrums coming up at Lollapalooza this weekend. We don't have the Tantrums, but we have Fitz. There he is.
That's right. I just had to show off my custom jersey.
How are you? Welcome to Wrigley.
Thanks for having me.
Big weekend, huh?
Big weekend. And, you know, for us, you know, Chicago's such a special place for this band because this is kind of where we broke as a band. And we've played down the street at the Metro many times. So we have a long history with Chicago.
Yeah, so you've got 4:15 at Lolla, and then you'll be at Metro Sunday?
Sunday night, late night, doing one of the after shows.
That's great. So Jake Arrieta continues on here in the 7th. Now, Lolla's always a lot of fun. We're out of town. Actually, we're going to be in L.A. Cubs will be in Los Angeles.
We'll be in La La Land while they're doing.
You'll be with my Dodgers?
Oh, they're your Dodgers.
Yes. Well,
you're a Cub fan today, Fitz.
That's right.
He said Corey Dickerson. Turn around first, only the second hit.
LA's home?
Yeah, I mean, I can't give up all civic pride.
No. Yeah, we
Otherwise, I'll be killed when I go home.
Yeah. As long as you're a baseball guy, that's all we care about. So, what do you have planned for Lolla? Because the sets are usually a little shorter. You've got kind of a festival atmosphere. Do you have to tweak the set a little bit, or you just play what you're going to play?
Yeah, you know, you kind of always adjust it for the festival. You kind of maybe take out some of the slower songs, and people know we put on a nonstop dance party, high energy, so we kind of tailor it for the maximum sweat factor.
Outside on
pretty hot out there too, right? Looks like we got some goodbyes going on.
Cam, James Russell.
James Russell is moving on.
Nothing confirmed, but that usually says that he's moving on.
Kind of a bittersweet day. A new opportunity ahead, but always tough to leave home. This is his baseball home.
So when we get word on what's happening, we'll let you know. 2-0 meanwhile on Nolan Arenado. Cubs leading 3-0. Got all their runs in the last half inning. And that one bounced foul. All right, so the Tantrums. You got an angry band or what? What's the origin of the Tantrums?
Well, my name's Michael Fitzpatrick.
Well, I know the Fitz part, but there's the Tantrums.
Well, it just was a nice double entendre, and it kind of just played off the kind of energy that we bring every night to stage, and we rolled with it.
I like it. Did you think of no the? Did you like really get into the nitty-gritty of Fitz and Tantrums or or did you just say no, it just works?
I put in about 30 seconds of thought into it.
There you go.
Let's go with the.
Those are the best names. You don't want to overthink it.
So here's my question. I'm reading the bio here. It says that Fitz and the Tantrums is a neo-soul indie pop band. So is that something you play music and people say this is who you are, or do you go, we're going to go out and make some neo-soul indie pop music?
No, you know, we make the kind of music that we love. There's a ton of different influences. We definitely have a cross-genre kind of vibe to the band, but you know, people always want to put their labels on it, so we let them put that label and we rolled with it.
I'll tell you, it's a good label.
I think we should get a couple more adjectives in there.
Yeah. Neo soul indie pop folk rock band.
Exactly.
There you go.
3-2 the count.
Arrieta just got squeezed, by the way. That was a pitch that probably should have been a call to strike.
Runner goes, and that ball hooked into the left field corner. Dickerson will score. Arenado pulls up at second with an RBI double. It's 3-1, and the tying run will be coming up. Game of inches. Arrieta might have had Arenado, but then he didn't.
Yeah, you see number 5 there on our pitch tracks. Look good enough. The 6 pitches, that front door slider. I'm not sure if that's what he was intending to do. Maybe he was trying to go away with it. Either way, Arenado put a good swing on it. And Rockies are on the board. Last night it was the Cubs who came from behind.
So Fitz, who's singing with you today? Noel, correct?
The lovely Noel Skaggs, my counterpoint in the band.
Are you going to do a little harmony, or are you just going to let it fly?
Come on. Of course. We're professionals.
I know you are, but
this is amazing up here.
yeah, it is great. I think you'll enjoy it. It goes fast. But you've got a lot of help. Not from us. We just sit back and watch, but all the fans will be assisting.
You guys aren't going to help me sing?
No, we're going to just watch and listen and enjoy.
Fine.
Because you're the pro.
Good.
Just off the outside corner, 1-0 on Morneau. I didn't look at your website. Are you on tour right now? Are you in the midst of a...
Yeah, we just actually drove in this morning from South Dakota, believe it or not.
Really?
And we're here in Chicago for 4 whole days, and we never get that on tour.
Yeah, that's nice to spend that much time here. Now, where were you in South Dakota?
In Sioux Falls.
Okay.
First time ever. So now, once we go to Wyoming and Hawaii, we will literally have done all of the United States. That's our goal.
That's great. Do you have dates planned in those 2 states?
No. I mean, we might vacation in Hawaii, but...
1-2. JD, did you ever pitch in Hawaii? Pacific Coast League?
No, I did not.
That's where teams would go for like a week.
Yeah,
right?
8 days, I think, they would go and play. That meal money would disappear in a hurry for those guys.
Right.
And they go over and they go like 1-7 and then come limping back home.
But when would they go? Not for spring training.
No, in the Pacific Coast League, minor league team. Used to have a team. And so that was a trip that, minor league, the franchise owner, the margins financially weren't big enough to justify making 2 or 3 trips a year over to Hawaii. So you go over and play your whole season schedule, the road portion of it, against the Hawaii team all at once.
In 2 days.
Nah, you'd hang out. There might have been a couple doubleheaders, but.
Now I heard, was it last night that there was the longest game in franchise history?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
6 hours, 27 minutes.
Ended at like 2 in the morning?
Yes, it did. What's the longest show you've ever played?
Almost 2 hours, which is plenty long enough. I always say leave them wanting more.
Yep. Favorite venue you've ever played?
Honestly, the Metro, because we came here during Snowmageddon, if you guys remember.
Yes.
2 days after the snow had lifted, and it was this like birthing of the city, everyone coming out from hibernation. And we had no business playing that big of a venue, and we sold it out because Joe Shanahan at the Metro gave us a chance. And kind of this is where we got our break in Chicago. So
glad you mentioned Joe. He's a good friend. And, he watches every day, and we hope you're feeling better, Joe.
Yes, sending Joe lots and lots of love.
Absolutely. You do need those kinds of people in the business, right? Your supporters who can say, this band is great, come see them, and then that's all you want is a chance to play in front of eyeballs and ears.
You need those champions. You need those people that are willing to take a chance, because it's a really tough business to make it in. And without those people, especially if you're doing something outside of the norm.
Trouble here for Arrieta. Really the first time all day he had allowed 1 base runner through 6. That was the Rosario single in the 5th inning. But here in the 7th, single, double, walk. Bonifacio in the dugout. We're still awaiting word on what the Cubs have done here near the trade deadline. 1 strike to Gonzalez. The pitch. just off the corner. Says a lot about Arrieta, doesn't it, JD? We have seen no movement in the bullpen.
Yeah.
How many starters would be
This
able to work
stage of the
through
ball
this
game
with no help?
Well, that's what's so foreign is that he's given up 3 consecutive base runners. It just hasn't happened. That's the definition of an ace. You know, even when he's struggling, he's the guy you'd prefer to have on the mound.
2-1. Do you have a band you want to see this weekend at Lala, or do you get pretty locked in with your 2 gigs?
I mean, we're very, very busy during the whole time, so it's kind of hard. But we've got lots of friends, other bands that we know, like Group Love, Foster the People. And then, of course, Outkast is headlining the same night that we're playing on the same stage. And I want to see that epic reunion happen.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, Mark Foster's done real well. Foster the People.
Good guy.
Two and 1 to Gonzalez. Well, they got to try to make a pitch here. In the air. And it'll be Lake to make the play. Michael Fitzpatrick, known as Fitz. Fitz in the tantrums. Thanks for stopping by. We look forward to your stretch. We'll let you and Noel get ready. Have a great couple of shows this weekend.
Thanks so much for having us.
You got it.
Pleasure.
Go check them out at Lala. 4:15 on Saturday, and then the doors open at 10 o'clock Sunday night across the street at the great club Metro. One away. Curveball outside. Popped up on the infield. Infield fly rule in effect. Caught by Alcantara, 2 down. If James Russell has been traded, and it appears as though he has, as SJ checks in, one of our great Twitter followers, Starlin Castro will have the longest tenure among all current Cubs. Made his debut in 2010.
Yep.
It's a great note.
And it looks like a Bonifacio is on the move as well. Patrick Mooney tweeting that. And I love baseball player humor. On the corner of my eye, I was looking down towards the bullpen, and Villanueva went running down there and started to hug guys as if he had been traded. And then he just shrugged them off. Typically, if the rumors have been flying around, and they have been about Bonifacio and Russell, and those two primarily, but 2-3 days before the trade deadline, every time you walk into the clubhouse, it's like, you still here? Can I have your apartment?
1-0 on Culberson. Going outside on the slider.
Arrieta a little more cautious here, understandably so. He's got a 2-run lead with a couple of men on base. Culberson, though, not a real power threat.
Three and LeMahieu on deck. Again, still no action in the bullpen. The reports are Bonifacio and Russell to the Braves. We are still awaiting official confirmation from the club. seen Bonifacio. We've seen him, but didn't play last night and was not in the lineup again today. It's a strike, 3-1.
Yeah, there was an awful lot of smoke there for there not to be fire. It just seemed like it was a given that ultimately he would be moved. Boy, he'll help somebody. He's a good piece. That versatility.
Loaded.
There's that pitch again. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
And we might now see some action.
Right over the heart of the plate, borderline, bottom of the knees. It's been no more often than yes.
Chris Bosio will make a trip to the mound. As Arrieta is now laboring for the first time all day. Dickerson singled to start at Arenado, then drove him in with a double. Morneau walked. Gonzalez and Rosario made outs before Culberson took the free pass. Pitch count still in good shape, just 91 for Arrieta. Well, the base hit could tie it now with 2 in scoring position. Here we go. Ball 1. Brandon Barnes is on deck in the pitcher's spot for Belisle.
Mayhew tardy on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. 1 out of 15 now in the series. Yeah, Barnes on deck. He's been their most frequently used pinch hitter, and he's been good. 11 out of 42 with a couple long balls coming off the bench.
Well, on Flande, we saw him make a start the other night up in the bullpen. Outside. 2-1. Even now, 2 apiece. Ryan Schlitter starting to play catch. He's going to have to grab that long hair trophy from Russell and Samardzija now. Keep it going. The bullpen.
Probably figures he's the next one to go. Getting rid of all the hair guys.
Ground ball to Castro. He'll throw to first to end the inning. The Rockies get 1, but they strand them loaded.
Guest conductors for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Indy Pop Band, Fitz and the Tantrum.
All right, Cubs fans, let me hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. Let's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Let's get some run!
This summer,
Ready to save the world?
the biggest event just got bigger.
Listening.
0% financing for 72 months on most Ford models.
Seems easy enough.
Only during the Ford Summer Spectacular sales event.
I'll drive.
Don't miss it. Now go get them. Just announced. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on select Ford vehicles during the Ford Summer Spectacular sales event.
It's on. The games are on. The coverage is on. The action is on the all-new SEC network. And it's all on Xfinity, where you get the most live college football, including the Pac-12 networks, the Big Ten network, and ESPN Goal Line, plus the X1 Sports app to experience it all like never before. You can't get all this with DirecTV. Enjoy the all-new SEC network on TV and on the go with Watch ESPN starting August 14th. On Xfinity, your home for the most live sports.
Nice job by Fitz and the Tantrums. Always fascinated by the naming of a band. How much time is spent? What do you say, 30 seconds? We've got the release. Cubs today have acquired switch hitting catching prospect Victor Caratini from the Braves for Emilio Bonifacio, James Russell, and a cash consideration. Caratini is 20, second-round pick in last year's draft. Was the 8th best prospect in the Braves system according to Baseball America. So there you have it. Junior Lake in the air out into deep center. Oh, what a catch by Blackman. That ball took off. And he had to leap and make the catch.
Well, can't say that I'm surprised given the way Charlie Blackman has played this in this series. Yeah. Disbelief for Junior Lake.
There's Walt Weiss, and he'll make a double switch. It's like our first sighting of Josh Rutledge. In the lineup a couple of times in this series before being taken out. Had been under the weather. So Culberson will move over to second. Rutledge into play short. And a pitching change as well when we come back.
For over 50 years, Discount Tire has been the place where America saves on tires. We're not just about tires. We are about people. Come see the difference at your neighborhood Discount Tire.
This summer,
Ready to save the world?
the biggest event just got bigger.
Listening.
0% financing for 72 months on most Ford models.
Seems easy enough.
Only during the Ford Summer Spectacular sales event.
I'll drive.
Don't miss it. Now go get them. Just announced. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on select Ford vehicles during the Ford Summer Spectacular sales event.
That's a nickel, and that's a dime. Go ahead and keep them in your pocket. You won't be needing them with us. At Southwest, we keep our low fares simple. Because low fares should never mean low service. We don't charge you from A to B, we fly you from A to B. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Here's Rutledge playing short.
Charlie Culberson moves to second. Johan Flande, the rookie left-hander who made the start here the other night, comes in. He's made 5 appearances, all starts, 0-3 with a 6.08 ERA. He was good here, though. Got a lot of ground balls. He slings it up there with a low 3/4 delivery. Left-handed hitters hitting less than 200 against them.
One and two to Sweeney, pinch hitter. Bats for Arrieta. 10 straight quality starts for Jake Arrieta. So the last Cub to do that in a single season was Steve Traxel. 11 in a row over a 2-month stretch in 1994. It's been 20 years since a Cubs starting pitcher had strung together this many quality starts.
Because typically what happens is you get on a nice roll, and when you're pitching well, they leave you in the game longer, so you start to pile up the innings and the pitch count, and sooner or later you go out there and you're a little fatigued and you get knocked around.
Morneau will take it unassisted.
But that has not yet happened to Jake Arrieta.
Alcantara now with 2 outs. Outside. Seven innings, 3 hits, 1 run. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts for Arrieta. Cubs obviously now short a lefty in the bullpen for the rest of the afternoon, with James Russell having been traded. Cued foul near home plate.
The stat line you saw on Flande when he entered the game, that's the entirety of his major league career. He's not a kid, though. He's 28 years old. From the Dominican Republic. Started with the Phillies organization, spent about 5 years there, and then a similar amount of time in the Braves chain.
Swing and a miss to end the inning. So Flande comes in, gets Sweeney and Alcantara, and we'll go to the 8th. It's 3-1 Cubs.
Angie posts, ugh, this stupid AC in this stupid car. It only works on high. Hang tight, Angie, because the Honda Summer Clearance event is here. This Honda CR-V has awesome standard features like a rear view camera and Bluetooth. Want to borrow my brush? Thanks. Keep it.
Hurry in to get a great deal on a Honda, named Most Trusted Brand by KBB.com. The Honda Summer Clearance event is on now at your Honda dealer.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois knows your 20s is your time. So go ahead and act your age. We're the smart choice for health insurance, and we're ready when you are. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all.
Did you know a 10-second test could help your business avoid hours of delay caused by slow internet from the phone company? That's enough time to record a memo. Idea for sales giveaway. Return a call. Sign a contract. Pick a tie. Take a break with Mr. Duck. Practice up for the business trip. Fly to Florida. Win an award. Close a deal. Hire an intern. And still have time to spare.
Check your speed. See how fast your internet can be. Switch now and add voice and TV for $34.90. Comcast Business. Built for business.
Tonight at 6:30, do not miss Sportsnet Central. It's presented by AT&T Uverse. We'll recap today's Major League moves as the trade deadline just passed, and we've got a bunch of them and more from Bears training camp in Bourbonnais. See all that and more on Sportsnet Central tonight at 6:30 only on Comcast Sportsnet. Cubs trying to take 3 out of 4 from the Rockies. Here's Brian Schlitter.
Schlitter on for the 50th time. That leads the club in appearances, 2-3 with a 3.72 ERA. Also place him in the top 10 in the league in appearances. Proven to be very durable and pretty darn effective too.
A strike on Josh Rutledge. First time he's come to the plate in the series. By the way, Victor Caratini has played third and has caught one game at short. But this is only his second pro season. So catchers,
well, if the catcher can play shortstop, he must be a pretty good athlete.
Catchers, shortstops, and center fielders. That's the profile in terms of position players the Cubs seem to be after when it comes to prospects. But we wish Bonifacio and Russell the best. Bounced foul. Bonifacio wasn't here that long, but he certainly made an impression. A lot of fun to be around in the clubhouse. Nice spark plug on the field. And James Russell, as we said, had been here a long time. We saw his career blossom as a Chicago Cub. Got to know his dad, Jeff, former all-star closer, and we wish James the best.
Yeah, they took a big leap forward in the standings. The Atlanta club a game and a half behind Washington.
Fouled that one off himself. He's got some protection down there near the top of the left foot and that ankle. Let's see where it got him.
Good action inside. Tough to do anything with that pitch.
Back knee.
Cubs with a couple roster spots they're going to have to fill.
Opportunities for somebody. I think the first question, the one that I don't know has been answered yet internally, is where Felix Doubront will start, or I should say begin his Cubs career. He stretched out as a starter, AAA. Will he be used in the big league bullpen? We'll find out. Rutledge pops out to short. So one away, and it's Blackman who has had a quiet day. 0 for 3 at the top of their order. Pushes one toward third, foul. Two and one.
Where's this one? Little in? Yeah, probably good enough. He's good against lefties because of his sinker, whether it's in there like that, the little front door, or typically it's down and away. That one. Pitchers try to pull that pitch, and they hit a lot of ground balls.
Shoulder steps to his right, and Alcantara makes a play. Well, I guess the theme of the day today was it was quiet until it wasn't. That's why making deadline day predictions is probably pointless. And I'm guessing there were a ton of deals that were this close to being made and weren't. And there were deals that were made that were very close to not coming to fruition.
Yep, sometimes the club's hanging out and they want that last piece. I'm not going to do it until you give me this prospect or player X. And the acquiring club is can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. And then right up against the deadline, all right.
It is interesting, isn't it, how the deadline creates all the activity.
Well, yeah, and then there's pressure, right? If one club in contention makes a move, then they're, the competing GMs feel like they have to respond, to their fan base is going to be up in arms. Wait a minute, the A's got John Lester, and you sat there and didn't do anything? All right, we'll get David Price. Brad Ausmus just got a whole lot smarter. He's pretty smart to begin with. Price, Verlander, Scherzer. Hang with him. There's that come on back two-seamer again. Slitter's being stubborn. He keeps throwing it. Jerry Davis is stubborn. He won't call it.
Missed again, 3-1. Arenado on deck. Cubs leading 3-1. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Strike called, 3-2.
Throwing anything over the middle of the plate.
look by Schlitter. Another ball foul. Cubs got all their runs in the 6th inning. Bases loaded walk by Starlin Castro for the first run. Ruggiano with a sac fly. Valbuena grounded out, knocked in another. In the air, Lake out in center will make the catch, and the inning is over. Nice job, Brian Schlitter, with a 1-2-3 top of the 8th.
Say hello to live TV from Southwest. Turn your device into your television. Get more out of your flight with free live TV from Southwest and Dish. On the air, in the air, with live TV.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
Farm workers in Delano, California have begun an unprecedented strike in the Central Valley.
I will fast until everyone makes a pledge committing themselves to nonviolence.
I know there's no way to justify the things that I've done, but I want you to know that everything I do is for you.
Cesar Chavez. Movies start at Channel 125.
I'm Dr. Andy, the Kia man. At Evergreen Kia, we're always fighting high prices. Yeah! And other people's high payments. Kia! Woo! Have no fear. Kia man is here, and I'll defend you from these guys, their high prices and their high payments, and all the other competition.
And you'll save hundreds on gas with our fuel-efficient Kias, like this new Kia Sportage, loaded with equipment and gets 28 miles per gallon. Only $18,895 or $174 a month.
Take good care of my Kia, and we'll take good care of you.
Cap and Hall Rewind, weeknights at 11.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with a Sportsnet Central update. Tigers pull off a mega 3-team stunner. They get David Price from the Tampa Bay Rays. Detroit's Austin Jackson off to Seattle in the deal. Tigers now have the last 3 American League Cy Young Award winners in their rotation, with Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander, and the last 3 MVPs. More on Emilio Bonifacio and James Russell to the Braves for a Class A catcher later on the postgame show when Holly joins me. Now back to Len and JD.
Cap, thank you. Johan Flande, 2 appearances in the series, 1 as a starter, today as a reliever, and ball 1 on Chris Coghlan. Hector Rondon is getting ready for the 9th.
Flande likes to work quickly, but taking some time here to settle on a pitch.
The line on the starter Hernandez today, 5 2/3, an out short of a quality start. 3 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. As Coghlan walks.
Yeah, he was scoreless through 5. He pitched around a fair number of base runners. But I would imagine if you talked to Walt Weiss before the game and said, hey, this kid gives you 5 2/3 and 3 runs, would you take it? And I imagine he would say absolutely.
Jed Hoyer has been speaking to Cubs beat reporters who have now all just tweeted that Felix Doubront is going to end up on the disabled list with a sprained calf. And that Javier Baez is not coming up with Bonifacio being traded. Doubront will be considered as a starter down the road. I don't know if that means right when he comes back from the DL or not, but lots of interesting developments today.
I don't know who it's going to be, but the Cubs are going to have to get a middle infielder up here.
With the 40 man, they have another guy who plays short a lot. Obviously Mike Holt just sent down. Don't know if they'd be ready to bring him back yet to split time with Valbuena. Got Alcantara. Uh-oh, the Rockies plastic cup deal is compromised.
That's leadership right there by Rizzo. I can do it all.
A swing and a miss, 4 strike 3.
This time Rizzo has been retired this afternoon.
You don't have to necessarily bring up a guy who can play short. Alcantara could cover you.
Yeah, I guess that's the question. Are they comfortable enough with Alcantara?
And Castro plays every day, so, you know, barring an injury of some kind, you could probably get away with it. Logan Watkins be another possibility. We'll see. Josh Bitters, 40 man as well. Castro bounces into the 5-4-3 double play. He's bounced into 2 of them today, but he had the go-ahead bases loaded RBI walk in the 6th. 3-1 Cubs as we go to the 9th.
It all comes down to this. Danny Walker at the plate, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs.
Come on, Danny, this is it.
Walker digs in.
Really wish I could finish this, but I'm so tired. Gotta get up in a few hours.
Stream your favorite movies with UVerse high-speed internet. With AT&T, the UVerse revolves around you.
Menards is your one-stop shop for all of your storage solutions. Keep your garage or shed organized with a 4-shelf resin storage kit from Plano. It's easy to assemble and holds up to 75 pounds per shelf. Right now, just $19.99. Organize your closets with Rubbermaid. This 5 to 8 foot closet organizer kit comes with 3 wardrobe shelves and linen shelves. It features fast set, easy to install hardware. Now only $24.99.
Save big money at Menards.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Hangry Moments.
Sorry, folks. Still waiting on that mechanic.
Jack Link's Jerky, the protein-packed way to feed your wild side.
Cubs fans, get ready for an exciting finish. Brought to you by New Finish Car Polish and the #1 rated scratch remover, Scratch Doctor.
After the game, keep it right here on CSN for Cubs Post Game Live. It's presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. The recap on today's game and all the action around the league, and obviously with the trade deadline, a lot of breakdown and analysis of all the deals. Don't miss Cubs Post Game Live right after the game on Comcast Sportsnet.
Well, here comes Hector for the 41st time. Looking for save number 14.
One ball, no strikes. Make it 1-1.
Got save number 13 in game 1 of this series. A spotless inning of work with a strikeout. That was the Wada game. What a game for Tsuyoshi.
Better hurry. Kind of a do or die for Valbuena. That'll be an infield hit for Arenado with nobody out. It'll bring the tying run to the plate.
It seems to me like Hector Rondon has had more than his fair share of bad luck, and it's usually come here in this ballpark when he's trying to close out ball games. Bloopers, bleeders, choppers. But it's a start for the Rockies. Do or die mode for Valbuena. Can't get it with the bare hand. The good news is Rondon's got a little wiggle room with a 2-run lead. Doesn't have to concern himself too much with Arenado over there at first base. Dangerous hitter in the box here, and Justin Morneau.
That one ripped the other way into left. All of a sudden the Rockies threatening here in the ninth. Morneau.
That wasn't bad luck. That was just bad location. Castillo setting up down and away, and the pitch is clearly not down and away. Over the heart of the plate, up and line to left.
So including today, Justin Morneau 3 games off the DL, 4 hits, including 2 doubles, 4 walks. Seems to be locked in. Now Gonzalez. This is a Troy Tulowitzki-less and Michael Kadire-less lineup right now. Both guys on the disabled list. But still some dangerous hitters. Roller to Rizzo. The throw will go to second for 1, but no relay throw. The broken bat ended up saving Gonzalez. Kind of deadened that ground ball.
And a good play there by Anthony Rizzo to keep the tying run out of scoring position. Quick release gets that ball to Castro before Morneau can get in the way of the throw. And the longer you wait, the tougher the angle becomes.
Here's Rosario, first and third. Cubs don't care at all about that guy third. They lead by 2. Different story with the runner Gonzalez at first. He's the tying run.
Gonzalez has had some ankle problems. He hasn't run much this year. Used to be a guy, pretty good base stealer. Guess you can't rule it out altogether, but my guess is he's not going anywhere.
A hitter's count. What would you call that beard? The chin strap?
Yeah, there you go. I
Rosario?
like that. Like it's been painted on.
Did we just come up with a new facial hair?
I think we did.
Tag. I like it. The chin strap. Yep. You want to call the trademark office or should I?
Go ahead. I know a guy. I'll give you a number.
Gonzalez dives back just ahead of the tag. Oh, now I've been told the chin strap has been around for a while. Okay. Darn it. I'd never heard of it. That will drop foul. Been around forever, I'm hearing. Forever? That's a long time. Where have I been?
I don't know. Clearly not in the right places.
At least I think like somebody who would come up with that. So that I'll give myself some solace.
It's an original in your world.
No, it's not, apparently.
Rosario with power hasn't done much damage against right-handed pitching this year. Just a 223 batter, 3 long ones, 325 slugging percentage.
Well, how about a ground ball at somebody? One out in the ninth. The Cubs leading by 2, 3-1. Another terrific performance by Jake Arrieta. He ran out of gas a bit in the 7th. Going in on Rosario, the pitch. Bounced it off himself. Knocked him over completely. Helmet never came off because he's got the chin strap.
Ooh, got some protection down there, but that's a direct blow.
Might have to wear his catcher's shin guards.
Imagine the pain he'd be in if he wasn't wearing that pad. Not a whole lot the manager and trainer can do, but just spend some time with the player, and that will allow him to kind of take a little time so he doesn't feel rushed to get back in the batter's box.
Wanted it. They were raving in the dugout, or in the clubhouse rather, today about his breaking ball, which keeps getting better and better, and it looked like it was strike 3. Instead it was ball 3. Big pitch here. The 3-2 with Gonzalez running, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 outs, but now the tying run is at second base.
Yeah, this pitch not where it was intended to be, but it worked just fine. The slider backs up on Rondon and actually moves in on Rosario. He tries to pull the hands in, but can't get to it. And here we go. Tying run in scoring position.
Well, you've got Culberson at 178 on the year. But a base hit could tie it. Arenado at third, Gonzalez at second, and the pitch is in tight. Brandon Barnes, who won the game last night in the 10th, is on deck. But a pitcher would bat. Hands on their feet, and the 1-0 is low. 2-0. 35,729 paid crowd.
I'd be tempted to shorten up even more in the outfield. Hate to see this game tied with a bloop. And the risk in doing that, of course, is if he hits one over your head, he gets himself into scoring position, and he would represent the go-ahead run.
But he's a guy who's slugging under 300. Yep. I'm with you. Hitters count here. He went with a slider for a strike. It's 3-2.
Drops that one right over the inside corner at the bottom of the knees.
Full count. Second and third, 2 outs in the 9th. Cubs trying to win the series. A pitch. Called strike 3 on the slider. Cubs win. 3-1 the final.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but Rondon able to ultimately slam the door on Walt Weiss, and he's looking kind of bewildered there in the visitors' dugout. Cubs take 3 out of 4. Go 5-5 on the homestand. Have a little mojo heading out to L.A.
Well, they made a trade in the middle of the ball game. That's never easy. And you're saying goodbye to teammates, but they buckled down and beat the Rockies today.
Well, we talked at the beginning of the ball game about what a favorable pitching matchup it was with Jake Arrieta going. He's been one of the best in the league since he joined the Cubs rotation against this kid Hernandez, making his first start with the Rockies and had an ERA above 6 at AAA. But give Hernandez credit. He hung in there, pitched well himself. But Arrieta, again, at the top of his game, able to shut down this Rocky club.
He is our GMC professional grade player of the game.
He is just about every time he pitches. 5-2 with a 2.18 ERA coming into this ball game. Got off to a great start. There's a changeup for a swing and a miss to Blackman to start the game. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks. Struck out 7. And had all of his weapons going yet again. The hard curveball, the lane changing slider, the plus heater. Changeup was good today too for Arrieta. Good stuff.
So for JD and our entire CSN crew, Len Casper from Wrigley Field with your final. The Cubs 3 and the Rockies 1. We're back on the air on CSN Saturday night. Pregame time 7:30 from Dodger Stadium. The Cubs and the Dodgers. Coming up next, Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live. Stay tuned.
All right, Cubs win. They finish out the homestand on an uptick, 3 out of 4 from the Rockies. David Kaplan, Todd Hollinsworth with you. Interesting times because they make a trade. 2 of their mates gone during the ball game. You've been there, been traded at the deadline. How tough is that for a team to handle?
It's odd. I mean, being in the club, I don't say the clubhouse, but even in the dugout. I mean, we got to watch this on TV kind of unfold in front of our eyes. It's odd, especially when you got history with guys. And, they'll go back to the clubhouse. Hopefully those guys are around. Bonifacio, Russell are still hanging out. And, guys will be able to say goodbye to them, tell them how much they meant to each other and, how much time they spent together and, kind of reminisce just a little bit. But it is tough. I mean, these are guys, you're there. Even if the winning hasn't been there, you've built relationships with these guys and you lose some friends.
Did you ever get traded during a game?
I don't think so, but I got traded a lot.
You did.
I don't remember. I don't think. It's actually a couple times before a game, but not during the game. So right before batting practice and whatnot. So I did have to,
Hey, Todd, take that uniform off and put your street clothes on.
It's interesting because it's a very awkward situation because, you look at some of these bigger ones, not that it isn't here because we don't know who we're necessarily getting back. You're getting a young minor leaguer, and we'll get into it in the show. But, some of the bigger trades today, it is kind of awkward because you're in the situation, you're like, well, we say you're the Tigers. They watched Austin Jackson do the same thing today, yet they're getting David Price back. So guys are like pretty excited about that. At the same time, one of your buddies is leaving.
Yeah, sorry to see you go, but hey, man, we just got a Cy Young candidate. All right, we'll come right back. We've got our Blue Cross Blue Shield post-game live for you. Cubs win 3-1 the final. Cap and Holly coming right back on Comcast Sportsnet.
At the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, you'll discover what happens when we break the rules. The rules that said a luxury car should be powered by gasoline only. We introduced the world's first luxury hybrid, and now 85% of all luxury hybrids on the road are Lexus hybrids. The result? The gold standard of luxury hybrids. And the only place you'll find it is at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Lease the 2014 CT 200H for $299 a month for 27 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
Chili's $20 fajitas with friends, featuring grilled chicken and our new pork carnitas. Enjoy an app and 2 fajita entrees now with fresh new toppings. Call a friend and head to Chili's for $20 fajitas with friends. More life happens here.
The banquet bottle is a piece of our history. That's because it's filled with over 140 years of Rocky Mountain tradition. We'll drink to that. Coors, the banquet beer.
So our business can be on AT&T's network for $175 a month?
Yep, all 5 of you for $175.
Our clients need a lot of attention.
There's unlimited talk and text.
We're working deals all day.
You get 10 gigabytes of data to share.
What about expansion potential?
Add a line anytime for $15 a month.
Low dues, great terms.
Let's close.
Introducing AT&T Mobile Share Value Plans with our best ever pricing for business.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. AT&T, mobilizing your world. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Menards, save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Audi, truth in engineering. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield.
He's trying to win the series. A pitch. Call strike 3 on a slider.
Somebody not happy at home plate after Hector Rondon rings him up. Cubs win 3-1 to take the series 3 of 4. Hello, welcome to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Along with Todd Hollinsworth, I'm David Kaplan. Bullpen comes in, locks it down, but I said to you before we came on, Jake Arrieta has just been dirty.
Well, he's not only been dirty. I mean, he gives you a chance to win every time out, and that's what I was basically saying in the pregame show. Advantage Cubs, advantage Cubs. You had Arrieta on the mound. Rockies hadn't seen him before. As good as he's been, you really felt like if they could just do a little something on offense, and they did just enough today to get this one, you knew that you had a good chance of winning a game and winning a series.
All right, plenty of movement in the last hour before the trade deadline came. We start with the Cubs sending Emilio Bonifacio and James Russell to the Atlanta Braves for catching prospect Victor Caratini. He was the 65th overall pick in the 2013 first-year player draft. Second round by the Braves, and there's James Russell saying, "See y'all later. I'm out of here," getting into a pennant race. And the only team he's ever played for, the Chicago Cubs, say goodbye to a left-handed reliever and a really good guy, as was Bonifacio.
No, both had very good runs here. Obviously, Russell here a lot longer than Bonifacio, but both made good on their time here. Opportunity to win. I mean, it's real important for that, for the, players. I mean, Russell's seen so much here. He's got a chance to go be a factor in a pennant race